Hey, back again after watching the debacle of our Cowboys. Let me ask y'all a question, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Like I said, my channel is growing pretty fast. It's doing well. I really appreciate you guys. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. But let me ask you guys something. Have y'all thought about that Mike McCarthy probably already had a job at the start of the year? Meaning that he knew. You remember what we talked about on the last segment? Sacrificial lamb. Jerry Jones was not going to put any pieces around. They're just going to sacrifice the year because of what happened with Mike McCarthy in the playoff game. So let's think about this. Just like what my title said, let's just think about it. Y'all remember what Dan Quinn did last year? Last year, our defense, it was just not as good as the previous years. Remember all of the things that he was trying to do? He was bringing up safeties to play linebacker. He was putting DeMarcus Lawrence in coverage. Michael Parsons in coverage. How you going to have DeMarcus Lawrence, who is a hand on the ground defensive end, in coverage? So Dan Quinn was trying a lot of things last year. And I'm just trying to put it together. Do you think, now think about this. The reason why Dan Quinn was trying all these things, because when he couldn't get Bobby Wagner, when he couldn't get a defensive tackle, he went to Jerry Jones on all three occasions trying to get these players that he needed and we couldn't get. Remember? So what did Dan Quinn do? He changed his whole defense around. We were playing man when we didn't need to play man. We were playing zone when we didn't need to play zone. We were putting safeties in the box, 180-pound safeties, coming up against 220-some-pound running backs, and offensive guards getting to the second level, weighing 300-some pounds. How could we stop the run then? We couldn't. So that was our linebackers. We didn't have any. So Dan Quinn knew he was on his way out. But I guarantee you, Dan Quinn had a job the beginning of the season when he went to Jerry and found out that he couldn't get the players he wanted to get. Mike McCarthy is doing the same thing. Think about what I'm telling you. Mike McCarthy, he couldn't get a running back this year. Jerry shot down everything that Mike McCarthy wanted. Could we have got Derrick Henry? Absolutely, we could have got him. Could we got a wide receiver to play alongside of CeeDee Lamb? Absolutely. We could have got some more offensive linemen. We could have went out and done a lot of things because all along Jerry Jones knew that he was going to sign Dak, which was going to free up some cap space. He also knew that he was going to sign CeeDee Lamb, that was going to free up some cap space. And Michael Parsons is coming. So what I'm thinking, just like what my title's saying, I'm thinking that if you think about it, Mike McCarthy is mirroring what Dan Quinn is doing. Now, see, a lot of our YouTubers are already on Tankathon. And I understand that. They're looking at draft picks. They're looking at players. They're looking at, and I get it. But it's just hard for me to throw in the towel. It just really is. But I think at this point, we might not have a choice. So think about what's happening. Mike McCarthy's running vanilla offenses, right? He said it himself that we should run the ball more, but we don't. When we start running the ball and we start making progress, he goes away from it. Think about what I'm saying. So with the vanilla offenses, not running the ball more, he's doing exactly what Dan Quinn was doing last year. Dan Quinn already had a job at the beginning of the season when he knew that he couldn't get anything for his defense. He already had a job. Guaranteed. His PR person, look, these coaches are not stupid. They're not going to wait around to the end of the season to find out if they're going to have a job from next year. I guarantee you, since we need to go out and get the players that Mike McCarthy wanted or suggested, mentally, I think he's already gone. Now, let me tell you how stubborn Jerry is. And again, I'm a Jerry fan because he's a marketing genius. But he's getting to the point where he's so stubborn that he knows what's happening. He understands what's happening. But yet still, he don't want to change it. Reasons why he don't want to change it is because Mike McCarthy's under contract. He feels he's got to pay him anyway, so why not keep him? And here we are in a bad situation. So what does it got to do with us as a fan or as YouTubers? Nothing. All we can do is sit back and watch the debacle and watch the war between our coach and the owners. And look at the players. Look how they're reacting. Now, see, I got Michael Parsons' jersey on tonight. And the reason why I got his jersey on is because I'm sure you've seen it, where him and Diggs are on the sideline. Even after the game, we getting beat by the Eagles. Was it 34-6? And they're over there laughing. When you don't have control of your team, this is what you get as a head coach. You got your leaders who is not engaged. Micah came in, got 2 sacks. He did his part. All right, he want to help his stats. Diggs came in, got an interception. Help his stats. But they're not fully engaged. When you have leaders like that, where's the passion? Where is the leadership and the motivation to help your teammates? Where is it? You don't have any. When you have a coach, now is he checked out? I think it's very close. I think he still wants to win. I really do. But I don't think he's giving it his all to do so. He understands the situation. He understands what type of time Jerry's on. So what else has he got? Ride the season. So you got Michael Parsons and Diggs on the sideline. They laughing it up. You got Zeke and Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle comes to the sideline after he makes a big play. Zeke sticks his hand out to give him praises. And Rico Dowdle just walks right past him. Didn't even acknowledge him. So that's what we on. Mike McCarthy mirroring Dan Quinn. I really think so. Because you remember last year, we all had questions why Dan Quinn would call this defense, why Dan Quinn would put these players in this position. I understand we were down linebackers. I get it. But I think with the situation, he was already out. He already had a job with the Washington Commanders. Most coaches, when they're not on the contract for the next year, no matter what they say, they're looking. Their PR person is looking. Their agents is looking. Everybody's looking for them. They're getting phone calls. So I just think Mike is doing exactly what Dan Quinn is doing. And that's just what we got to put up with. I'm just not yet ready to start looking at college players. I'm not there yet. I'm more so ready to look at our rookies, like Deuce Vaughn. Okay? Brethren Span Ford. Put Trey Lance in the game. What do we have to lose? Figure out what we got in him. I don't think we should play Cooper Rush. And speaking of Cooper Rush, how can a starting quarterback for the Cowboys go 10 for 30-some with 45 yards? You can shuttle pass and get more yards than that. Within 3 quarters, 45 yards? I really think that's what's going on. And guys, again, are you on this tankathon? Are you ready to throw in the towel? Leave your comments. Let me know. I'm just not there yet. I'd rather see what our players have before we throw it in. Now, yeah, if we keep going the way we are, top 5 pick or more all day long. I just don't know if I'm ready. Especially not ready for looking at college players. I'm just not there yet. So tell me what you guys think. Just tell me. I don't know. But again, guys, thank you for liking. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. We got to keep our heads up, guys. Keep watching. I don't know. YDG, stand up. Cowboy Nation, stand up.